Now, Shelley asks, doing a fill, what would cause the adhesive to stay dried on the natural lash and not to stay on the silk lash when it falls off the natural lash? I'm finding dried adhesive on the natural lash when the silk lash falls off. Do you mean when clients come back? So, and you want to refill? That is a very good question. How do you store your eyelash extensions, and does it only happen with one particular brand? Sometimes it's normal for adhesive to stay on the lash, but most of the time it should either fall off, not leaving a residue, or it should fall off with the natural lash. You say yes. Okay, so it's just one particular brand lashes it happens with, or with every single one? That would be good to know, because I haven't heard of that happening. I think that is a little bit strange. It even sounds like there must be some sort of residue that could be a bit of residue on the actual strip lashes, not the strip lashes, but you know what I mean, the strip of the lashes. There could be residue when you pull off, so that when you dip it into the glue, it's actually applied to the residue, and then it holds on to the natural lash, and then as the lash falls off, it falls off prematurely because there's a bit of residue due to the sticky tape. That's the only thing I can think of, other than the client pulling their own lashes off or something. Yeah, that sounds a bit weird. There's another question. Georgia asks, placing a pad down, that's her question, and still getting stickies at the end. I feel bad when the clients to open their eyes. Easy fix, but it would be nice if could get none. Yes, that makes total sense. And so what I do, and I can't show you that now because I'm live on Instagram and Facebook at the same time, but imagine you have your iPad, okay, your iPad like this, yeah, and you place it on like that. I usually only have it a mil away from the lash line, so I literally just stick the lashes down. There will still be lashes that are sticking out. I then get medical tape. I use Next Care sensitive tape. Let me grab it and show to you what it looks like, because it's really important. It is super expensive, but it is well worth it. Hang on a second. Of course, it's empty, so I can't show you what it looks like, but it comes on a blue roll like this. It's a 3M Next Care, N-E-X Care sensitive tape. This is what they use in hospitals on clients, on like patients to do dressing of the bandages, because it comes off the skin really easy and it doesn't really pull anything with it, because it has kind of a bouncy stickiness to it. The lashes don't get stuck on it like with other 3M tape. I find it very, very rough sometimes on the skin, and if you have people with quite thin skin, like older clients, or thin lashes, like the glassy lashes that you just look at them and they almost like fall off or out, you will pull it all off. And so what I do is I have my tape, my pad on a mil away from the lash line, make sure it doesn't go higher, because when the clients close their eyes, for that reason I apply the tapes, the pads when the client's eyes are actually almost shut, or they're looking straight forward rather than up. Then they close their eyes. You can actually cut the inside of the eye, and it's really quite painful and only goes away after a few days. So you want to be a mil away from the lash line when you're applying your pads, and then on top of that, I then stick down the lashes with the Next Care sensitive tape. I do one here, one there, and sometimes I have to retape another one or two. That's the one thing. The second thing is that every 20 minutes to half an hour, depending on what sort of set I do and how long it takes, I will always double check and just gently lift up a little bit to double check if anything has, you know, come off. Because sometimes as we kind of use our hands a little bit and apply pressure here and there, or the tweezers are going in, or the clients are talking or laughing, hopefully they're not laughing too badly, because then everything gets fucked up. Excuse my French. I do swear a lot. Then that may have moved as well, and you have to retape. And that has happened to me before. And then you retape. Easy as that. Okay, here's the next question. Where do you suggest purchasing magnifying glasses? Magnifying glasses. I would first of all highly suggest, I'm going to look at Instagram now, that you see an optometrist that is a trained professional who measures your eyesight, and if anything is crooked, even though you think you may be able to see well, even if you have magnifying glasses on, there's always the chance that one of the eyes is not exactly the same strength as the other one. So what I did, I went to my optometrist and I got my eyes tested. I took my lashes. I had a strip of lashes on my hand, and I took my tweezers as well and literally just tested myself. I just took the tweezers and saw what I could see, and I tried out different glasses on me and different strength magnification. They ended up making a pair of glasses to my specifications of my eyes, because on this eye, I believe, I can't remember this, yeah, this eye I have only 70%, on this eye I have 100. But when you look at everything like this, you think, oh, I can see fine, But then when they actually put glasses on you without magnification that are done for you because you have a crooked, something is not right, 70% something crooked, that's what I have. You go like, holy crap, I can actually see better now. I didn't know that. Plus the magnification on top of that, that's amazing. Someone just sent me a request to be in my live video. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do this today. I will do that another time though, because I really want to talk about competitions and stuff like that at some stage, and I will have some people help me with that, which is going to be amazing. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend go and see a professional for that. Lata, I hope I say that right. She says, what do you think of pre-made fans? There's controversy. Are they safe to use? Yeah, they're absolutely safe to use. They're just applied like a single lash. Yeah. There is a difference, however, in pre-mades as well. Yeah, same quality. The first thing I will say is that I don't use them personally. I don't apply them on people. I have done it just to test them out to see the difference of application as well as how long they would last, and I find that they don't last as long as volume lashes, obviously, because it's a different application. Classic lashes don't tend to last as long as volume lashes that are properly wrapped around the natural lash, yada 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 either. So that's the first thing. Yeah, the second one is that I don't personally use pre-mades. I don't have anything against them. I've actually had them done myself just to test out how long they last. And, so far it's been fine. I've been, losing a few more than with my normal volumes, but I think the look is amazing. It still looks great. Obviously, if you're doing competition work and stuff like that, don't use them. And if you don't ever want to learn Russian volume lashes, go ahead and use pre-mades. However, and this is the biggest point, is that they're not as customizable. The reason why Russian volume is still my favorite type of method to customize someone's lash set is that you can choose how many you want, 2D, 3D, 4, 5, 6, 7, 22, whatever you want to apply. And also you can choose the different sizes and diameters that you want to work with. Pre-mades, they also come in different diameters and they also come in different lengths. However, if you want to customize a set of volume lashes, the same way that you can customize it with Russian volume lashes, which may take an hour and a half to 2 hours when you're really good, the difference is you need, I don't know how many different, maybe 15 different trays of pre-made fans to have the same effect that you do with Russian volume. If you are a lash fanatic and if you love everything about lashing, you will learn Russian volume lashing because that's just in your nature. Yeah, you want to be the best at the craft, at the art of lash application, and it's the cheating part if you don't learn Russian volume, in my opinion. But you can totally apply it if you don't want to ever learn it. Make sure that you get really good quality pre-made fans, though, that have a nice and skinny base, preferably if they are pre-glued, very, very little glue and very pointy base. And if they are not pre-glued and if they are just fused together by heat, most of the time the base is a bit longer and then it may look a little bit stompy, yeah, like a tree trunk, like fat base. That's the only thing that I would say. Yes, I hope that helped. yeah, I don't mind pre-mades. I personally don't use them, obviously, because I'm a trainer for Russian volume. That would be a little bit weird if I did. But go ahead and use them if you want to. And they're definitely safe. If you know how to apply classic lashes, you know how to apply pre-made volumes. Oh, what's my favorite light to use? My favorite light for lashing, well, I've always had glam core lights. That's what I train with my students as well. And recently got some other lights. Can't show you now because I have two things at the same time. I'll show you next time. It's a little like a rectangular shape. I will try and find the link and post it after. You could have like one from either side. Very important when I lash and when I teach lashing is that you have even lighting from either side of the face. Otherwise, you will cast a shadow on the other side, and that's very, very hard to isolate. So I like glam core, but you can get the same effect with cheaper lights as well. It's just something that I've always worked with. Kendra says, I'm new to volume lashes and I have a client who I have done one set of classic on. Her lashes are really thin and seem really weak. Would you still put volume lashes on them? Really need to see her natural lashes. It's very hard to say from your comment, obviously. But when you say, and I get you to comment again, Kendra, if you can, when you say with classic lashes, what sort of diameter and length is like the biggest and longest that you would put on that client? If you can let me know in the comments, like, I mean, safely. Yeah. Stanley Dian says, what lighting do you use to take really good photos? I also use glam cores from either side, and I also have a little ring light, like a phone ring light. I will show you. So either side I have a glam core. I go really, really close with my camera, my phone. I just take a photo with my phone, iPhone 7 I've got. And then I have these little ones. You can get them really cheap on eBay for like $10 or something like that. Clip it onto your phone and press it. You can go really close and get really beautiful, amazing photos. They're just called phone ring light. eBay and AliExpress are my best friends. Joa on Facebook is asking, is it okay to send clients to the bathroom to wash their eyes instead of doing it for them? No, I think if you are doing a service for them, washing them afterwards is included and beforehand as well. However, some of my husband has just joined. Hello, Justin. You should be working. What was I going to say? Yes, the washing of the lashes. I would definitely make that part of the service. You know, it takes a good maybe 5 minutes. Calculate that into your cost. Put it onto your time because I don't think it's very professional to let them do it themselves. However, I have clients that have to wear lots of makeup at work. I have a client who's also a student of mine, and she also does my lashes. She has a salon only 5 minutes down the road, and she literally comes on her lunch break, and she has a lot of makeup on because that's her work. You know, she's a beauty therapist and lash artist, and so she sometimes pre-removes her makeup before she comes in, so it doesn't take as long, but I'm still washing them every single time. Yes. So let me go to Instagram. Okay, a client of mine had a lot of gaps and she really wanted for an event. I really am gonna get a Russian volume with you. Wish I could give her a fuller look. Awesome, can't wait to work with you. Now, something I would recommend as well, if you have a client who has a lot of gaps and who has really short, tiny lashes that are quite weak, I usually try and put them on a lash serum. I would highly recommend Eye Envy, or there's also Grande Lash or Grand Lash with an E, Grande Lash. They're both really good lash serums. Make sure with your country where you are at that you are allowed to use them with ingredients and FDA approved and blah, 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 but they are both in Australia. And then I have them on those serums for about 4 to 6 weeks, and then usually they will grow back much quicker and much healthier and thicker, and then I can apply more lashes on them. Yeah, so this is like a lash rehab. I tell my clients to get that done before they get anything else. If you are not not following my live videos yet, make sure you do. I'm sure something little thing popped up to get a notification whenever I'm live. So please click that if you want to get notified when I come on live, so I can hopefully help you a little bit on your lash and business journey. Hope you got some value from this. Love you all, and I will see you very soon. Bye.